Imagine being a young student full of dreams and passion in your early 20s. Now, picture yourself as Mora Murray, a bright and caring woman whose life took a mysterious turn one chilly February evening in 2004. Mora Murray is an American woman who disappeared on the evening of February 9, 2004. Here are the key details about her case. Mora Murray was born on May 4, 1982. In Hanson, Massachusetts, to Frederick, Fred, and Lori Murray. Let's dive into her life story. Mora had a normal childhood in an Irish Catholic family. Her parents divorced when she was young, and she lived mostly with her mom. She went to Whitman Hanson Regional High School, where she was a standout athlete on the track team. Mora got into the United States Military Academy to study chemical engineering but later switched to nursing at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Her college years were not without challenges. She got in trouble for using a stolen credit card. However, the charge was supposed to be dismissed if she maintained good behavior for 3 months before she disappeared. On February 9, 2004, a series of events unfolded that led to the mysterious disappearance of Mora Murray. On February 9, 2004, at 7:27 p.m., a woman named Faith Westman called the police in Haverhill, New Hampshire to report a car accident on Route 112. A black Saturn appeared to be stuck in a ditch near her home. Butch Atwood, a bus driver, also called authorities after seeing the accident. He reported that the driver was a young woman who appeared to be shaken up but unharmed. Atwood offered to call the police, but the woman claimed she had already called roadside assistance. By 7:46 p.m., the first responding officer arrived at the scene, but the mysterious Mora Murray had a diverse range of interests during her teenage years. Mora was a smart student and did well in school. She even got into the prestigious West Point. She was also a talented athlete, especially in track. Her skills on the track team were impressive. Mora cared about helping people, which is why she wanted to become a nurse. She left West Point to pursue this dream. Mora loved learning about new things. She was into marine biology and even financial management. Like many teenagers, Mora was figuring out who she was and what she wanted in life. Her hobbies and interests helped her do that. Basically, Mora Murray's teenage years were filled with achievements, dreams, and the typical struggles of growing up, but even though people looked everywhere and tried hard to find her, Mora's case is still a mystery. Her family hasn't given up hope. Even though it's been 20 years, they believe they can still find her, especially with new things like pictures showing what she might look like now and podcasts talking about her story. Just before she disappeared, Mora left work early because she was really upset about something, and a few days before that, she was talking to her sister on the phone, and she seemed really sad. She even started crying while she was at work. The disappearance of Mora Murray has led to lots of ideas over time. Let's talk about some of the main ones. Many people think Mora was harmed by someone. They believe she might have met someone who hurt her. Some think it could have been a person who looks for chances to do bad things. A retired police officer, John Healy, who worked on the case, believes Mora might have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Another idea is that Mora decided to start a new life somewhere else. Some say she left to get away from the men in her life and joined a secret group of women. They think she might be living somewhere else, maybe even in Canada, with a new identity. Some people think Mora was so upset after crashing her car that she went into the woods and couldn't find her way back. But this theory is tricky because it was warm that night, and search teams couldn't find her nearby. One thought is that Mora planned to disappear. She might have arranged to meet someone after the crash, and that person picked her up, or she might have walked away from her car because she was scared and got lost. Some say Mora's actions before she vanished, like packing up her room and lying about a family death, suggest she might have wanted to end her life. Some theories even claim that Mora was burdened by personal struggles and she orchestrated her vanishing act. Or maybe she fled an abusive relationship, financial woes, or academic pressure. The stolen credit card incident hints at desperation. A other theory claims that Mora's car crash attracted an opportunistic stranger where she was offered help. She accepted a ride, trusting the wrong person. Some even say that the woods swallowed her, leaving no trace. Distraught after the accident, Mora ventured into the forest where hypothermia claimed her life and the wilderness kept its silence. Mora's nursing studies masked a deeper purpose, and the last theory was she involved in something dangerous? A secret society, espionage, or a clandestine mission? But none of these can be accepted as reliable as there's no literal evidence except a few exceptions. Before she disappeared, Mora Murray was going through a lot of tough stuff. About 3 months before she vanished, Mora got in trouble for using a stolen credit card number to order food from some restaurants, but she was supposed to be okay if she didn't get into more trouble for 3 months. On February 5, 2004, while she was at work, Mora talked to her sister on the phone. They talked about her sister's problems with her boyfriend, and Mora ended up crying a lot. Her boss found her looking really out of it. Then, 4 days before she went missing, Mora left work early because her sister called her and said she had a huge fight with her boyfriend. Mora seemed really upset about it. Mora told her teachers at the University of Massachusetts Amherst that someone in her family died, so she needed a week off from school, but that wasn't true, and it happened right before she disappeared. With all these things going on, it's hard to know exactly why Mora vanished. Her case still has everyone wondering, with more questions than answers. Despite these ideas, we still don't know what really happened to Mora Murray. Her case keeps people guessing. The disappearance of Mora Murray has stirred significant interest, with her family and investigators actively seeking answers. Here's a closer look at their efforts and recent developments. The Murray family has been persistent in their quest for answers. However, navigating the intense public interest in Mora's disappearance poses both blessings and challenges. While the outpouring of love and support from people worldwide fuels their determination, there are also individuals without proper training who interfere with the investigation by trespassing on properties. Recent developments in the case include a large-scale search conducted in the woods near Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire, in 2022. Despite exhaustive efforts, no concrete evidence was found at the crash site, leaving the case unresolved. Additionally, bone fragments found at Loon Mountain in 2021 were determined not to be Mora Murray's. A search of a house close to the crash scene in April 2019 also turned out to be another dead end. Despite these challenges, Mora's sister, Julie Murray, remains a staunch advocate for her sister, pressing investigators to pursue leads and keep the case alive in the public eye. Julie's podcast, Media Pressure, The Untold Story of Mora Murray, shares exclusive interviews and personal insights, aiming to encourage anyone with information to come forward and help bring closure to Mora's family. The disappearance of Mora Murray has become a gripping mystery that has fascinated the public for more than 2 decades. Some reasons why her case has captured widespread attention are: firstly, the circumstances surrounding Mora's disappearance are shrouded in mystery. This was one of the earliest disappearance mysteries in the early internet era. Secondly, the long duration of the unsolved mystery adds to its intrigue. Mora has been missing for over 20 years, and as time passes, curiosity and speculation only intensify. The fact that she has not been found or her fate determined contributes to the enduring mystery surrounding her disappearance. Thirdly, Mora's family has played a pivotal role in keeping her case in the public eye. They have never wavered in their determination to find her and continue to actively search, advocate, and hope for answers. As mentioned earlier, Julie Murray, Mora's sister, has taken proactive steps by starting a podcast to share their family's perspective and keep the story alive. Thanks to the impact of social media, the disappearance of Mora Murray has gained widespread awareness. Julie's podcast is part of the Voices for Justice network, created by Sarah Turney. Sarah's efforts began with exploring her sister Alyssa's missing case and gained millions of views on platforms like TikTok. Her advocacy eventually expanded to help other families of missing people. The network's focus on missing persons cases and its use of social media platforms have contributed to raising awareness and keeping these cases in the public eye. Furthermore, Mora's family has actively engaged with the community through social media over the years. They have organized events, participated in interviews, and shared updates about the case, Social media platforms provide them with a platform to connect with a broader audience, share information, and receive tips or leads from concerned individuals.